we're Squam bound up in New Hampshire. This podcast will be a way to share the experience of the Squam Art Workshop with you. So my wonderful friend Nancy, soon to be roommate, my roomie for the week, is filming so that you guys can be part of this experience. It's beautiful here, and we haven't even reached the campsite yet. So in this episode, you will see some of what we're going to be doing, maybe a little bit of hiking. You get some views of the lake, maybe even some of my classes I'll be taking. Really excited to share it with you. And we'll see you soon.
So tell me, so far, your experience like driving to Squam.
If this is what it's like just on the road too, I'm not even sure I'll be able to handle the campgrounds. Super excited. It's gorgeous here. I love it already. The lake is beautiful, huge trees, really cute houses. This is a good place to come and relax. We're here. It's happening.
Yay!
Oh my goodness. We are out in the woods, people. This is where the magic happens. Wow, even this would be nice to walk.
The markers. Then I start repeating the thing.
What you do, what this is half.
Are you actually
I'm a
videoing
podcaster.
me?
I have to.
This is the sweater of my discontent, and I am gonna write the book about it. And there will be blood and suffering.
It's a good
Because
beginning.
knitters are masochists, and I can't stop. I've drank the Kool-Aid, and now I have to knit all the way.
The Kool-Aid is tasty, right? Jen will tell you. Jen.
I want to be in a picture with Mars.
All right, this will be a quick tour of our cabin since I won't be disturbing any cabin mates yet since Nancy and I just arrived. And I wanted to give you a look at our accommodations. This is one of a couple screened porches. Wait for it. This is our view. A gorgeous view of the lake. We've got a dock that extends out from the cabin for leisure time. Lots of space for us and our cabin mates. Lots of sitting areas, another porch, more beautiful lakes, and you can even sleep outside if your heart desires. I think we're gonna have a great time here. Okay. We have arrived. Yeah, I think our cabin, its name is Nirvana. It's very appropriate. See Nancy here relaxing out on one of the balconies. Yeah.
Wait, you didn't get me.
I didn't get you in. Hold on.
There
Can you
I am.
See her? Oh, that's Nancy right there, just doing what you're supposed to do when you're out by a beautiful lake.
Sipping on some water.
This view is almost indescribable. Whoa. This does not suck. The cabin is rustic in the right way, very cozy, lots of open areas, and every window you look out of has something beautiful to see. And we got yarn. Show up, you get a bag, and you put yarn in it like as soon as you get here. It's the best. Yes. Absolutely. My husband's gonna say, why didn't you bring us? That's what he's gonna say. But, you know, I had to come and do some recon first. Check it out. water is going cold. Crazy.
But you'll be so awesome.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh yeah, I feel the bottom. Oh, that's not bad. It's chilly in here. I don't regret it yet. It's gonna be very good for my very sore muscles and a long day of travel and competition recovery. It's cold. Hi guys, good morning from Squam. Day 2. Day 1 was amazing. We got to meet all of our roommates in the cabin. There's quite a few ladies staying in our beautiful Nirvana, which I'll show you. There's Nancy, sitting on the dock. This is what you do at 6 a.m. on Squam Lake. So you'll see behind me our cabin, Nirvana. I'll pan up so you can see it. Very comfy beds, super warm. It was a treat. So we're up early because this is how you get the most out of a day. And enjoying the view. Let's see. Beautiful lake view. So today is going to be filled with some class time. And I'm taking I think I call it a woodworking class, but it's just a making class in a studio where we'll have access to tools and all kinds of materials. And my plan is to try to make a jewelry box. I have not done a lot of woodworking since high school, so it should be interesting to see what we create. But, you know, no pressure. We'll see what comes out. It'll be a piece of art in the end. Maybe it'll be my interpretation of a toolbox. We'll see. And Nancy's taking, today, Nancy, what class are you taking? She didn't hear me. What class are you taking today?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
On my phone. I am taking Mark's Magic and Meaning.
Yes.
Bookbinding class.
Bookbinding, calligraphy. Not a lot of bugs here because it's cool, but just enough to remind you you're in the woods. So Nancy's going to be taking a bookmaking class. It'll be really interesting to see what we come up with by the end of the day. I hope you're having a good day whenever you're seeing this and that you take some time for yourself. And I'll catch you later. But sometimes, and you guys are welcome to think about doing this today too, sometimes you might want to use a thinner stock. I have a lot of this thinner 1/4 inch plywood. The name, if you would go to the store to buy this, is Luan. I don't know why, it's just called Luan plywood, all right? And Luan is a very nice plywood. It's got 2 thin finished sides to it. It's lightweight. It's a great little plywood to do little dividers and tricky things with. If you want to put a back on a cabinet that you don't want the weight or the thickness of the 1x stock necessarily, right? The Luan is a very nice thing to sort of line up or put on the back of the shelf. So basically, so here's idea books. These are before there was Pinterest. I used to sit and spend hours cutting and pasting pictures out of magazines. And sometimes I just use the idea books for colors, images, ideas. Obviously, you can see lots of little boxes and ways that I've stored things around here that you might get ideas from. You're welcome to use found materials like the birch bark in the woods and those kinds of things. This cabinet here is full of all kinds of little things, right? Like old colored silk spools, Christmas balls, buckles, right? I have polymer clay, wooden sticks, and it's all labeled, wooden beads, right? So you are welcome to use any trims, fabrics, decorative elements that you find in here in your boxes. In your things that you're building. So like if you're buying it to use once because you want to try to build a doghouse or your chicken shed or whatever, right? You wouldn't have to spend money on an expensive butter saw. You could go right out, buy a standard Black & Decker jigsaw. The design looks the same. They're going to work exactly the same way you're going to use it today.
And it would work perfectly fine for you. The motor's probably not quite as good a quality as something like this. The other thing about a saw, any saw, this one, any one, is that you want it up to full speed. You cannot be tentative using tools. And it would keep
Thanks.
Or you could do it out of something that matches more of this. You could do it out of the one line if you wanted to. It's a design issue more than a logistics issue. Okay. Right?
This is so much fun. I'm loving it.
Oh wait, hold on.
Sorry.
Nope,
All
it's
right,
okay.
chickens.
Real quick, let me just get through this.
It's day 2.
KYKOK21.
Hear all that knit chatter?
That's
what we do. This is how we party at Squam.
KYOK, I'm not okay.
Nancy's working on the Pebble Beach shawl. And wouldn't you know that the designer is sitting 2 people over from her.
Yeah, I didn't even.
Live pattern support.
1, 2, 3.
I'm strapping on this slap bracelet.
It is.
Row counting time.
One I started the other day and I bought it.
Gradient
But it
swirl.
is- It's a lace, but it has the chart, so you
We
can
are
go
sitting
by.
on
It's
our
really
patio
not too hard.
in front of the lake.
Yeah, so if I start like.
We've had a very full day of making.
No cussing about the weather.
Our bellies are
no, I
full.
like that it has this little chart.
And
though.
we're ready to stitch.
All right.
So,
Right side.
all I can tell you is you have to get to
It's gonna
Squam.
be a nice one for
Get here.
Australia. All right. Well, that's yeah. Wrong side.
This is not your grandma's knitting, but we do have rocking chairs. That's how we roll.
So my design feature is that my outer was going to part right.
You know, we would talk on a topic and then there's like link it over for all.
Discuss and
Right.
very,
I
very like to teach. I was like,
That it is good. Because you can just kind of self-chart because at some point she put something on Ravel or on Instagram about is anybody going to school, and I was like, yeah, I am.
Which always strikes me as a little bit odd.
Because she's never been before, I guess.
Yeah, no, she's
You know, for an indie dyeing
really good
operation.
notes.
They're pretty big.
To get done, just kind of enjoy and concentrate on what you're doing. And I will bring that round so you get a really good idea of what I'm talking about. So I started here and I'm echoing, I pretended here I'm coming. I did not connect with my first and I went in. So your space is going to get smaller. Birds and the breeze. Be messing with my zen here. We had balloons yesterday. It's just so wonderful. Ready? It's called Instructions by Neil Gaiman. Touch the wooden gate in the wall you never saw before. Say please before you open the latch. Go through. Walk down the path. A red metal hangs from the green painted front door as a knocker. Do not touch it. It will bite your fingers. walk through the house, take nothing, eat nothing. However, if any creature tells you that it hungers, feed it. If it tells you that it is dirty, clean it. If it cries to you that it hurts, ease its pain if you can. From the back garden, you will be able to see the wild wood. The deep well you walk past leads down to the winter's realm. There is another land.
Okay, we're sort of excited. Here's Helen and Nat, my secret Shawl Society buddy. I'm going to bite my tongue saying that.
Any of these,
So gorgeous.
whatever color. This is for the other one.
All right, Helen, what should we know? Like, this is the pick of the litter right here, isn't
The
it?
first one.
Yeah. Shawl 1, you
Do you want a
think?
gradient in particular? Or?
We're checking out the options at
That's
Seven
good
Sisters
for,
Art.
that's for number 4 or something.
All right. Inside the Squam Art Fair Saturday night, and we're trying to make some good choices so we can have our projects ready for the shawl releases. If you haven't joined the Secret Shawl Society yet, you need to get on it. We'll be doing it all summer. Check this out.
Whoa, this is serious.
Oh man, these colors, really? How exciting. I'm just going to give you a quick sweep of the fair. Lots of different vendors. Yes, darling, here I come. All right, time to shop. See ya. So I'm going to focus on you so that the focus goes to the back.
Let me get this unwound. Should we talk about this too?
Definitely.
And be like this?
Let's do that.
You talk about.
We had famous cabin mates.
Yes, we had very in the knitting world.
We're going to have to test the sound.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. What a week at Squam.
I'm gonna touch your face.
That's a good picture, too.
I'm gonna touch your face.
Like, what is she doing?
You were all like, you're like, is it good? Is it good? Touch my face. I loved your smile. Oh my.
It's good you can do light and I love
In
this
my
aesthetic.
direction. Very official.
It's so good that you did that because these are the kinds of good habits I didn't have when I first started.
Well, yeah.
Hi guys. Good morning. Morning coffee. It's Sunday morning out here on Squam Lake, and we're out on the dock in front of our beautiful cabin. Our Nirvana cabin mates are probably still sleeping. Oh, just hang on. Okay. Sorry. Battery issues. So Nancy and I are sitting out on the dock listening to woodpeckers and other birds and loons and animals. And of course we have our knitting. You'll notice we both have our cool weather gear on. It's pretty consistently cool here in the mornings and at night, which has been awesome because we get to wear all our handmades. And here at the Squam Art Workshop, we've been able to see a lot of other people's handmades, which have been gorgeous and inspiring. It has been a really, really good trip. It's going to be hard to leave today. We have had good classes, delicious food, lots of knitting time. We've had some great gatherings on our porch, just hanging out and talking and getting to know each other. There are 12 people?
Yes.
12 people in our cabin. All really amazing women doing very awesome things. We even have some knitwear designers as cabin mates, which has been great. we've been able to get live pattern support. So we'll talk about that in a little bit when we share our projects. But it's really hard to summarize the time here in just, a few minutes. All I can tell you is you need to come. It's that simple. You need to sign up for Squam and get here. Exactly. There are 2 retreats a year like this one, in June and in September. This is the spring retreat, and there's a fall retreat. So yeah, you've got to go to squamartworkshops.com and check it out and see if you think it would be for you. I've met so many different types of people from all over the world, and I would think that it really would benefit everyone in some way. Nancy's a veteran. This is her 5th time, and it's different every time, right?
It is.
Yeah, different classes, different people, but it's such a beautiful environment for creating that I think anybody would enjoy it. So, stuff that happened this week. We took a class together, Friday and Saturday, Zentangle class. It was really split in half, so we learned how to do Zentangle as a drawing method, and you would have seen some of that earlier in the episode. And our teacher, she's a great teacher, but I think we both enjoyed the second half of the class, which was learning how to do mandala drawings. And I'll insert a couple of pictures of our drawings from that class right here. So, good class. We also did a little bit of hiking, mostly to get from one end of the camp to the other.
Class food.
Class
food.
Right, pretty much. Wake up, coffee, knit, eat,
It's a
learn.
hard life.
Yeah. It was pretty great to just have something going on at all times, but we didn't feel rushed or pressured to do anything. Unless we were in class, you could pretty much decide how you want your day to go.
Yeah.
So we swam yesterday in the lake. 2 Florida girls got in a freezing New Hampshire lake, and it was great.
It was very refreshing and fun.
Yeah. We did some yoga on the dock that is further out from our cabin, and just hung out for a while, sort of sunbathing in the afternoon. So yeah, lots of stuff like that to help remind you to just take time to unwind. So let's talk about what we were knitting while we were here, because we got some exciting project news. I'm going to let Nancy go first. Nancy's got a couple of projects.
Yeah.
Tell us what's going on your needles, girlie.
All right. Well, I acquired some of this lovely yellow yarn.
Sneaking here.
Yeah, and get the ball.
Yep.
Yeah. There it is.
So you guys can see.
I got 5 of those in the free yarn bin.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
People
a
would just-
swap table.
Yeah, swap table. And people just bring things they don't, that are very lovely and very nice, and they just don't think they're going to use them.
Right.
And it was like, I pulled out one skein and I was like, oh, I love this color.
Yes.
And I was digging around. I couldn't really see, and I pulled up another one. It just kept coming. It was just like this endless supply of
Can you imagine
yummy
a bucket of gorgeous yarn and people alongside the bucket saying, take what you like. It was great.
There you go.
And you picked such a good color.
Yeah, I love it. So then I had it, and then I saw a shawl on one of our cabin mates, and I just loved it. And so she shared the pattern with me, and I was like, oh, I have to do this. So it's the therapy shawl.
Yes.
And I
think
had
it's by Martina Baim. I'll post the info for
Yeah.
the shawl pattern.
And then I have this other little skein, colorful, multicolored one. It's
this is from the Sexy
sock
Knitter
yarn.
D-Stash, right?
It is.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
You should be here.
Oh, for sure. And
they
anyway,
go so well together.
It does. I love the colors together. And then I don't have it in here, but I acquired a blue, a third color.
Yes.
This almost a turquoise blue that's gonna just pop in a stripe as I towards the end of the shawl.
Yeah.
And I got that last night at the Squam
The Squam
Art
Fair.
Fair, which is last night, Saturday night tradition. So
yeah,
you
at the
can-
Squam Art
yeah.
Fair, you have vendors, a lot of them who are Squam Squam attendees, and they are also makers or designers, creators, and not just of knitwear. So we got a chance to go and shop a little bit.
Yeah.
We bought yarn, we bought a couple other cool things. I will show you guys some pictures towards the end of that art fair and what we were able to get.
Yeah.
And yeah, Nancy's like well on her way.
Yeah, I started this here. So, and I actually started and stopped it probably 3 times. The first night I started, it was kind of late, kind of tired, and you know,
it's a labor of love now.
Yes. So,
and she was getting help from the cabin mate who made the original that inspired her, and we just all had such a good time about that.
Yep, she bailed me out so many times so far. I think I got the hang of it now.
Yes.
I'm a novice knitter.
Yeah,
so.
she's an advanced beginner.
An advanced beginner. She likes it.
So thank you, Anna, for getting her going, because that shawl is going to be amazing.
Sweet.
What else you got?
Yep. So I brought along this project, the Pebble Beach shawl.
Gorgeous.
Which I looked it up on Ravelry. I found it because my sister gifted me this lovely yarn from a shop in New Orleans.
You guys.
Yes.
It is so soft.
Yes. The colorway is
shimmery.
Lapis by Prism, I believe. And it's a 100%, how do you say it again?
Tencel.
Tencel, like pencil.
Yes.
But tencel. So
it's delicious.
It's really nice.
There's so many different colors in there. So when you're looking at it, just on the face of it, it's mostly blue, but there's gray and there's darker blues and lighter blues. It's really gorgeous.
Pretty. Yeah. So.
You know you want some.
Yeah. So I was working on this on our porch. You can see it right back there, a little porch with a lake view, and I was knitting it, and one of my cabin mates, was it you or somebody else, said, Nancy,
yes.
what do you make?
I asked I asked if that was her shawl that she brought with her, the Pebble Beach shawl.
Yeah.
And another cabin mate said, yeah, that looks familiar. And one of our cabin mates sitting in between all of us happens to be the designer of the shawl.
And I'm really not aware. No, I'm not really aware of many of the designers, so I was like, I didn't even know who did it. I just love this pattern. So,
yes.
It's so cool. Small world.
Yes. Hello to Helen, Curious Handmade. Helen is a pretty well-known knitwear designer. Turns out she's in our cabin and was very, very sweet and humble about it. It was cool because Nancy could actually ask her a couple questions.
Yeah, it was good.
And it's a beautiful pattern. I thanks to my friend, I also have a copy of this pattern so that I can start making it too. Yeah, that's going to be gorgeous. All the tonal kind of features really complement it well.
Yep.
And you're cruising along.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff. You know, she is an advanced beginner, so this fingering weight yarn, just no sweat.
Yep. She's happening. Yeah. It's cool.
Very cool. So that's what Nancy's got on her needles. It's really cool to have some stuff that's kind of like a souvenir because she's been working on it at Squam, and I'm sure you guys will see it on Instagram when she finishes. Look for Emerald Lane on Instagram. I have my same project that I brought with me. There was no way I was going to finish this anyway because I have a lot of yarn left. So I'm still working on it though. This is my gradient swirl. Thank you, darling. Yeah, it's getting long and lovely. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it.
We can both wear it.
Yeah, we can. We can hang out in it. It'll be fun. So I just stitched whenever we had a chance. We'd sit down and do a couple rows. Most of the time we get caught up laughing and talking. Which is fine. So I will look forward to finishing this as well because I will remember being able to work on it at Squam. And I have a couple other projects going. I started a knit along with Nancy. I'll post the information about that. The Simple Shawlette. We're both working on it in different yarns, so it's going to be really cool to see when we finish them. Yeah, so that's it for Project Talk. We are up really early, so it's nice and quiet out here, and we're going to enjoy some quiet time. I would like you guys to enjoy some quiet time, so I'm going to share with you at the end of the episode this young lady doing some yoga, and I really encourage you to do it along with her. Because we've done some of it this week, and I gotta tell you, it's made me want to go back to doing it every day, which is what we should do, right?
For sure. Yep.
It's a good way to be kind to our bodies
Yep.
and our minds. So I encourage you to follow along with her, and I'll send you some information about where to find that video online. Come join us in our Ravelry group. We have a couple other cabin mates who've now joined the Ravelry group, and it's great discussion over there. I'll probably be over there yakking on about Squam for a while. Forgive me. It's an amazing experience. Can't help it. So other than that, all we have to do now is eat breakfast and get home.
Yep.
So we're wishing you a good week, and we're going to say goodbye from Squam. Bye, darlings.